Close your eyes for just 1 second. Imagine your phone rings. You look down, and it is the doctor's office calling you back. You take a breath, you answer, and a voice on the other side says very quickly, "Can you hold the line for a moment, please?" Could you understand that sentence in less than 2 seconds? It's without translating it in your head first. Or would your mind freeze, your heart start beating faster, and the only thing you could say is, what? If that second feeling is familiar to you, I want you to know something important right now. You are not alone. And this feeling has a name. It is called the listening-speaking gap. And today, in this video, we are going to close that gap together, step by step, sentence by sentence. Hi, welcome to EFL USA. My name is Grace, and this channel exists for one simple reason: to help you live your real life in America in English, not just study English in a textbook. Our channel is called Practical English for Life in America, and everything we teach here is what we call American Survival English. That means we do not waste your time with grammar rules you will never use in real life. We only teach you the exact words, the exact phrases, and the exact sentences you need for real situations, so that when a real moment comes, your mouth already knows what to do. And today, our topic is one of the hardest situations for any English learner, even learners who understand a lot of English already. Today, we are talking about phone calls and appointments. Why is this so hard? Because on the phone, you cannot see the other person's face. You cannot see their lips moving. You cannot see them smile or nod. You only have sound, and the sound moves fast, and there is no time to stop and think. This is exactly why so many people tell me, "Grace, I can read English. I can even understand movies. But when the phone rings, I panic." If that is you, keep listening, because by the end of this video, you will have real phrases in your mouth, ready to use the very next time your phone rings. Before we begin, if this is your first time here, please subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss a lesson like this one. Now, take a breath with me, relax your shoulders, and let's begin. I want to tell you a story. This story is based on real experiences from real students in our community. So as you listen, I want you to imagine this is happening to you. Her name is Rosa. Rosa moved to the United States 2 years ago with her husband and her son. Her son's name is Diego, and Diego is 7 years old. Diego has asthma, so every few months he needs to see his doctor for a checkup, and he needs a new prescription for his inhaler, the medicine that helps him breathe. Last week, Diego started coughing again at night. Rosa was worried. She looked at the calendar, and she saw that Diego's next doctor's appointment was still 3 weeks away. 3 weeks is a long time when your child is coughing. Every night, Rosa knew she had to call the doctor's office and ask for an earlier appointment. She also knew that Diego's inhaler medicine was almost finished. only enough for 4 more days. If she did not get a new appointment soon, Diego would run out of medicine before he could see the doctor again. This is real pressure. This is real risk. And this is exactly the kind of moment where your English needs to work. Right when you need it most, not next year, not after you finish a textbook, but right now in this exact phone call. So let's go inside this phone call with Rosa, and let's learn the exact words she needed. Together. Rosa picked up her phone. Her hands were a little bit shaking. She dialed the number for the doctor's office. The phone rang 2 times, and then a voice answered. "Thank you for calling Sunrise Family Clinic. This call may be recorded for quality purposes. Please hold the line, and a representative will be with you shortly." Rosa understood some of this, but her heart was already beating fast. She had never used the phrase, "hold the line," out loud before, only heard it in movies. This brings us to our first phrase of today's lesson. Listen carefully. Hold the line. Now, repeat after me. Hold the line. One more time, say it with me. Hold the line. This phrase simply means, please wait. Please do not hang up. Stay on the phone. It is one of the most common phrases you will hear on any phone call in America. So, today, we make it yours. Let's look at 2 real examples. Example 1. Can you hold the line for 1 moment while I check your file? Example 2. Please hold the line. Your call is important to us. Now it is your turn. I want you to say a full sentence using this phrase. You can say something simple like this. Yes, I can hold the line. Say it now, out loud, with me. Yes, I can hold the line. Good. Your mouth just used a real American phone phrase for the first time today, and that is progress. Real progress. Rosa waited. She could hear soft music playing while she held the line. 30 seconds passed. 1 minute passed. She looked at the clock and she thought about Diego's medicine. Only 4 days left. Her chest felt a little bit tight, the way it feels when you are worried but you have no control over the situation. Finally, a new voice came on the phone. "Hi, thank you for holding. This is Jennifer. How can I help you today?" Rosa took a breath and said, "Hi, I need to reschedule an appointment for my son." This word, reschedule, is our second phrase for today. Listen. Reschedule. Repeat after me. Reschedule. One more time. Reschedule. This word means to change the date or time of something that was already planned, usually to move it to a different day. It does not mean to cancel completely. It means to move it to a new time. Let's hear 2 examples. Example 1. I need to reschedule my appointment to an earlier date. Example 2. Can we reschedule this meeting for next Tuesday? Now, your turn. Try this sentence out loud with me. I would like to reschedule my son's appointment. Say it now. I would like to reschedule my son's appointment. Perfect. Notice how natural that sentence feels. Once you say it slowly. One time, with confidence. Jennifer, the receptionist, asked Rosa a question quickly. Okay, what is the patient's date of birth? And what is the reason for rescheduling? This is a very normal moment in a phone call, but for many English learners, this is the exact moment they freeze because two questions came at the same time, fast, back to back. So here is something very important. I want you to remember on the phone, if you did not understand, or if the person spoke too fast, you are always allowed to ask them to repeat. This is not embarrassing. This is not a mistake. Native speakers ask each other to repeat things on the phone every single day. So here is our third phrase. Listen carefully. Could you repeat that, please? Repeat after me. Could you repeat that, please? One more time, slowly. Could you repeat that, please? This is a polite, natural, completely normal way to ask someone to say something again. Example 1. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that, please? I didn't catch the date. Example 2. Could you repeat that, please? A little slower. Now, it's your turn. Say this with me. Could you repeat that, please? One more time, with feeling like you really mean it. Could you repeat that, please? This single sentence can save you in almost any confusing phone call, in any situation. Not only doctor appointments. Keep this phrase close to your heart. Keep, 'cause you will use it often, and using it is a sign of confidence, not weakness. Rosa used exactly this phrase. She said, I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please? And Jennifer slowed down and said it again. What is the patient's date of birth? Rosa answered clearly, because dates and numbers she had already practiced many times before. Then Jennifer asked, and what is the reason for rescheduling today? Rosa said, my son has asthma and he is coughing more at night. Also, his medicine will run out in a few days. Jennifer said, okay, let me check the doctor's calendar for you. Please hold the line for one more moment. Rosa held the line again. But this time, her heart was not shaking as much because she had already used 3 new phrases successfully, out loud, in a real call. Do you feel that? That small, quiet feeling of, I did it? That feeling is exactly what we are building for you today, one phrase at a time. While Rosa waits, let's practice something important, the way we talk about time and medicine running out. Because this kind of pressure situation happens often in real life, not just with Rosa, but maybe with you too one day. Listen to this sentence. His medicine will run out in a few days. Now shadow it with me. His medicine will run out in a few days. This phrase, run out, means to have no more of something, to finish completely. Example, we are running out of time. Example, I ran out of milk this morning. Now you try a full sentence. Say this with me. I don't want to run out of medicine. Good. Say it one more time, a little faster this time. I don't want to run out of medicine. You are building real fluency right now, phrase by phrase, breath by breath. After about 40 seconds, Jennifer came back. Okay, thank you for holding. I found an available slot this Thursday at 2 p.m. Does that work for you? This brings us to our 4th important phrase of today's lesson, available slot. Listen, available slot. Repeat after me. Available slot. One more time. Available slot. This phrase means an open time, a free appointment time that you can choose. Doctors' offices, hair salons, government offices, almost every appointment-based business in America uses this exact phrase. Example 1. Do you have any available slots this week? Example 2. The earliest available slot is next Monday. Now, it's your turn to practice asking for one. Say this with me. Do you have an earlier available slot? One more time, clearly. Do you have an earlier available slot? This sentence alone can help you move up any appointment in America, at any clinic, at any office. Keep it ready in your mind. Rosa heard Thursday at 2 p.m. and she thought about it. Diego finishes school at 3 p.m. and Thursday works with her work schedule too. But wait, she thought, what if I need to confirm this later? Or what if something changes? She needed one more important phrase, and this is our 5th phrase for today. Listen. Confirm the appointment. Repeat after me. Confirm the appointment. One more time. Confirm the appointment. This means to make it official, to say clearly, yes, I agree. This time is correct and final. Example 1. I would like to confirm the appointment for Thursday. Example 2. Can you send me a text to confirm the appointment? Now, your turn. Say this full sentence with me. Yes, I would like to confirm the appointment. One more time with confidence in your voice. Yes, I would like to confirm the appointment. Now, let's put all 5 of today's phrases together, the same way Rosa used them, in one real, natural conversation. I will read both sides of the call slowly, and I want you to listen first, and then we will shadow it together. Piece by piece. Jennifer, thank you for calling Sunrise Family Clinic. Please hold the line. Rosa. Yes, I can hold the line, Jennifer. Thanks for holding. How can I help you today? Rosa. Hi, I would like to reschedule my son's appointment. Jennifer. Sure. What's the reason for rescheduling? Rosa. Could you repeat that, please? Jennifer. Sure. Why do you need to move the appointment? Rosa. My son's asthma medicine will run out in a few days. Jennifer. I understand. I found an available slot this Thursday at 2 p.m. Rosa. Yes, I would like to confirm the appointment for Thursday at 2 p.m. Now, let's shadow this entire short conversation together. One line. At a time, slowly. Thank you for calling Sunrise Family Clinic. Please hold the line. Yes, I can hold the line. Thanks for holding. How can I help you today? Hi, I would like to reschedule my son's appointment. Sure. What's the reason for rescheduling? Could you repeat that, please? Sure. Why do you need to move the appointment? My son's asthma medicine will run out in a few days. I understand. I found an available slot this Thursday at 2 p.m. Yes, I would like to confirm the appointment for Thursday at 2 p.m. How did that feel? Notice something powerful. Every single sentence in that phone call, you can now say yourself in your own voice, in a real situation. This is not theory anymore. This is a tool now living inside you. But Rosa's story is not finished yet because real life is never perfectly simple. Me again. And this is where things became a little more stressful for her. After Jennifer confirmed Thursday at 2 p.m., she said, "Great, I'm going to transfer you to our pharmacy line now so they can also update your son's prescription refill. Please hold the line one more time." Rosa's stomach tightened a little. A transfer, another hold, and now a completely new person to talk to about medicine, using words she was less sure about. This is exactly the kind of moment where many learners give up, hang up the phone, and just plan to deal with it later. But Rosa did not hang up. She took one more breath, and she said quietly to herself, in English, "I can do this. I already did the hard part." And she held the line. The phone made a small clicking sound. The hold music changed to a different song. And Rosa waited, watching the seconds pass on her phone screen, thinking about Diego at school right now, probably breathing a little harder than the other kids during recess, needing his medicine, needing his mom to finish this phone call successfully. Let's pause here for a moment, and I want to ask you something directly. The way a friend would ask you. Have you ever felt this exact feeling? Waiting on hold, worried, not knowing what question is coming next. Maybe it was not a doctor's office for you. Maybe it was a bank, or a landlord, or a delivery company. Whatever it was, I want you to know that shaky feeling in your chest during a hold. That is one of the most common feelings among English learners in America. And today, we are training exactly this moment so that next time your body stays calm because your mouth already knows what to say. Let's use this waiting time productively. The same way Rosa's brain kept working, even while she waited. Let's add 2 more essential phone phrases before the pharmacy representative comes back on the line, because you will need them very soon in this story, and you will need them in your real life too. Listen to this phrase. Are you still there? Repeat after me. Are you still there? One more time. Are you still there? This is what a person says when there is a pause or silence on the phone, and they are checking if you are still connected. Example 1. Hello, are you still there? Example 2. Sorry, are you still there? I lost your voice for a second. Now, your turn. Say this with me. Yes, I'm still here. One more time, clearly. Yes, I'm still here. This little exchange happens constantly on real phone calls, especially when the connection is weak or when someone is checking their computer screen while talking to you. Now, our next phrase. Listen. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Repeat after me. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. One more time, a little slower. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. This phrase means the exact same feeling as, could you repeat that? But it sounds even more natural in fast, casual American speech. Native speakers use I didn't catch that all the time in offices, on the phone, in daily conversations. Example 1. I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. Could you say it again? Example 2. I didn't catch your name. Sorry. Now, your turn. Say this full sentence with me. I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. One more time, with a friendly, relaxed tone, because this phrase should never sound nervous. It should sound calm and normal, because it is completely normal. I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. Finally, the hold music stopped, and a new voice came on the line. Hi, this is the pharmacy department. How can I help you? Rosa explained again, a little faster this time, more confident this time. Hi, my son's inhaler prescription needs a refill, and his appointment was just rescheduled to this Thursday. The pharmacy representative said something quickly, something with a lot of numbers and details about insurance and copay. And for a second, Rosa's brain slowed down again, catching only pieces of the sentence. But instead of panicking, instead of pretending she understood everything, Rosa remembered exactly what she learned, and she said, calmly, I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. Could you repeat the part about the copay? And here is something beautiful about this moment. The pharmacy representative did not get annoyed. She did not sigh. She simply said, of course, and repeated it slower. Because this is true, and I want you to remember this always, asking someone to repeat themselves is 100% normal in America. It happens between two native English speakers, too, every single day, in offices, in stores, on the phone. You are not behind when you ask someone to repeat. You are simply having a normal human conversation. Let's take a small pause here, and let's do a fast review of everything your mouth has already practiced today. Because repetition is exactly what builds real fluency, not reading silently, not just understanding, but speaking out loud. Nod again and again until the sentence feels like it belongs to you. Let's shadow all 5 key phrases one more time, quickly, one after another. Hold the line. Reschedule. Could you repeat that, please? Available slot. Confirm the appointment. And now, our 2 bonus phrases from this last part of the story. Are you still there? I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. Say all session with me one more time, feeling more comfortable this time than the first time. Hold the line. Reschedule. Could you repeat that, please? Available slot. Confirm the appointment. Are you still there? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. You are doing wonderful work right now. I want you to notice something. You have been listening to me for several minutes already, and you have already spoken out loud, many times, real, useful, native-level phone phrases. This is exactly how real fluency grows, not through memorizing grammar books alone, but through your own voice, repeating real situations again and again until your mouth simply knows what to do without your brain needing to translate first. We are not finished with Rosa's story yet. There is still more tension coming, because after the pharmacy representative repeated the copay information, she said something that made Rosa's heart skip. Actually, I'm showing here that your son's insurance information needs to be updated before we can process this refill. Can you hold the line one more time while I transfer you to our billing department? One more transfer. One more hold. One more new voice. One more unknown vocabulary area, this time about insurance and billing, one of the most confusing topics for any newcomer to America, even people with strong English skills. But we are going to stop right here for now. And in the next part of this lesson, we are going to follow Rosa through this final, most difficult part of her phone call, learn the exact billing and insurance phrases she needs, and discover whether she gets Diego's medicine refilled in time. Before we continue, take a slow breath and quietly say this sentence to yourself. In English, I am learning real English for my real life. One phone call at a time. Before we move into the next part of Rosa's story, I want to give you one more tool, something small but incredibly powerful, something that will help you survive almost any phone call in America, no matter what department, no matter what topic. It is a simple habit, spelling your name and confirming numbers clearly, slowly, using the English alphabet the American way. Many learners already know the alphabet, but freeze the moment someone says, "Can you spell that for me?" So let's practice this together right now, before Rosa's next transfer begins. Listen to this phrase. Can you spell that for me? Repeat after me. Can you spell that for me? One more time. Can you spell that for me? This is what a representative might ask you, especially with a name or an address that is not common in English. And you can also use this exact phrase yourself when you need someone else to spell something for you. Example 1. Can you spell your last name for me, please? Example 2. Sure. Can you spell that street name for me? I want to write it correctly. Now, it's your turn. Practice spelling your own first name out loud, slowly, letter by letter, the way you would on a real phone call. Take a breath and try it now at your own pace. This small skill, spelling calmly under pressure, is something almost no other channel teaches you, but it is one of the most common real moments in American phone culture. Every appointment, every prescription, every delivery, every bank call, at some point, someone will ask you to confirm a name, a number, or an address, letter by letter, digit by digit. And every time you practice this out loud, even alone, even right now, in your room, listening to this video, you are training a real physical skill, not just a mental one. Now, let's go back to Rosa, because right now, she is holding the line one more time, waiting to be transferred to the billing department, and her mind is doing something very human. Something I want you to notice carefully. She is not thinking, I am bad at English. She is thinking, I have already gotten this far. I already rescheduled the appointment. I already explained the medicine. I can handle one more department. This shift, this small shift from fear to quiet confidence, is exactly what we are building in you today. One phrase, one breath, one small success at a time. Let me ask you something, the way a friend checking in on you would ask. When you imagine your own version of Rosa's phone call, what is it for you? Is it calling your child's school? Is it calling to fix an internet bill? Is it calling a landlord about a broken heater? Whatever situation comes to your mind right now, I want you to hold that image gently, because everything we are practicing today applies directly to that exact call whenever it comes. While we wait for the billing department with Rosa, let's do one more quick round of listen and shadow, combining everything we have learned so far into faster, shorter bursts, the way real conversations actually move. Quick, natural, back and forth. Listen first. Hold the line, please. Shadow it. Hold the line, please. Listen. I'd like to reschedule, please. Shadow it. I'd like to reschedule, please. Listen. Could you repeat that? Shadow it. Could you repeat that? Listen. Is there an earlier slot? Shadow it. Is there an earlier slot? Listen. I'll confirm that time. Shadow it. I'll confirm that time. Listen. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Shadow it. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Listen. Can you spell that, please? Shadow it. Can you spell that, please? Feel that rhythm building inside you? That quick back and forth. Listen. Shadow. Listen. Shadow. This is exactly the muscle memory your mouth needs for a real phone call, because in real life, nobody waits for you to translate. Real conversations move at this exact speed, and today, piece by piece, your brain and your mouth are learning to move at that same natural American speed together as one system instead of two separate, slow steps. You are building something real here today, not just vocabulary in a notebook, but a living, breathing skills inside your own voice. Now I have the full text. Here's the continuation. The hold music changed one more time, a small click, and then a calm voice said, "Hi, this is the billing department. Thank you for holding. Can I get your name and date of birth, please?" Rosa answered. And then the representative said something that made Rosa's brain slow down for a second. "Okay, I'm showing that we need to update the information on file for your son's insurance policy. Do you have your policy number available?" Information on file. This is a very common phrase in America, and today it becomes yours too. Listen. On file. Repeat after me. On file. One more time. On file. This phrase means information that is already saved, already stored in a company's system or records. Example 1. We don't have your current address on file. Example 2. Is your phone number still the same on file? Now, your turn. Say this sentence with me. I need to update my information on file. One more time, clearly. I need to update my information on file. Notice how this phrase appears everywhere in America. Not only at the doctor's office, but at the bank, at school, at your child's dentist, at the pharmacy. Once this phrase is truly yours, Doors open faster in almost every phone call you will ever make here. Rosa took out her insurance card from her wallet and she read the policy number slowly, one number at a time, the same calm way we practiced earlier. The representative said, "This perfect, thank you. Let me just verify this policy is still active." A short pause followed. Only a few seconds, but for Rosa, those few seconds felt long because so much depended on this one small piece of paperwork. Then the representative said, "I'm sorry. It looks like this specific request needs to go to a specialist on our team, and she's currently helping another patient. Would you like to hold, or would you prefer to leave a voicemail and she'll call you back within the hour?" Dunaware, this is a real decision that happens on real phone calls in America all the time, and it brings us to one of the most useful phrases in this entire lesson. Leave a voicemail. Listen. Leave a voicemail. Repeat after me. Leave a voicemail. One more time, slowly. Leave a voicemail. This means to record a short spoken message when nobody answers your call or when someone asks you to wait for a callback instead of staying on hold. Example 1. You can leave a voicemail after the beep. Example 2. I'll leave a voicemail if nobody picks up. Now, your turn. Say this sentence with me. I'd like to leave a voicemail, please. One more time, with a calm, natural tone. I'd like to leave a voicemail, please. This phrase alone will save you many long, frustrating minutes of holding, because in America, leaving a message and getting a callback is completely normal, respected, and expected, Rosa thought. About Diego. Still at school, still coughing a little every night. And she thought about her own schedule. Work starting again soon. Waiting on hold for another 20 minutes was not really possible today. So, she said, calmly, using the exact phrase we just practiced together, I'd like to leave a voicemail, please. The representative said, perfect, I'll transfer you now. After the beep, please say your name, your son's name, your callback number, and a short reason for your call. This next part is extremely important because many English learners feel real fear the moment they hear after the beep, because a recording feels different from a live conversation. There is no room to ask, could you repeat that? There is only one chance to say it clearly. So let's prepare for this moment together. Right now, before Rosa's beep sound comes, so that when your own beep sound comes, one day, in your own real life, you already know exactly what to say. A calm voicemail message in America usually follows a simple, predictable pattern, and once you know this pattern, a voicemail becomes easy, not scary. The pattern is this: your name, the reason for your call, any important details, and your phone number, said slowly, 2 times. Let's build this together. Phrase by phrase. Listen to this opening line. Hi, this is... Repeat after me. Hi, this is... One more time. Hi, this is... Now add a name. Hi, this is Rosa Martinez. Say your own name now, out loud, using this exact pattern. Hi, this is... And then your name, next line. Listen. I'm calling about... Repeat after me. I'm calling about... One more time. I'm calling about. This phrase is the heart of almost every voicemail message in America because it tells the listener immediately why you called without wasting time. Example: I'm calling about my son's insurance information. Now, your turn. Say this full sentence with me. I'm calling about my son's appointment. One more time. I'm calling about my son's appointment. Next, we need a way to leave your phone number clearly because this is the single most important part of any voicemail and also one of the most common mistakes learners make. Speaking numbers too fast for the other person to write down. Listen to this slow, careful way of saying a phone number, the American way, in small groups. 5, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice the small pause between each group of numbers. This pause is not a mistake. It is intentional. It gives the listener time to write. Now, practice saying your own phone number this way slowly, in small groups with small pauses, exactly like a real voicemail. Now let's put this entire voicemail pattern together as one complete natural message, the same message. Rosa left for the billing department. Listen first, all the way through. Hi, this is Rosa Martinez. I'm calling about my son's insurance information on file. My callback number is 5551234. Thank you. Now, let's shadow this entire voicemail together, line by line. Hi, this is Rosa Martinez. I'm calling about my son's insurance information on file. My callback number is 5551234. Thank you. How did that feel, saying a full, real voicemail message out loud? This is exactly the kind of practice that most textbooks never give you, because textbooks teach you grammar, but they rarely put you inside the exact beep sound moment, the exact pressure of speaking alone, into a machine with nobody there to help you if you make a small mistake. But now you have practiced it calmly, safely, here, before you ever need it in real life. Rosa finished her voicemail message, and she hung up the phone. For a moment, she just sat there, quiet, looking at her phone screen, wondering if she had done everything correctly, wondering if the call back would really come within the hour, wondering if Diego's medicine would arrive in time. This waiting feeling, this uncertain feeling after you finish a difficult phone call, this is also part of real life in America. And I want you to know this feeling is temporary. And most of the time, especially when you have spoken clearly and calmly, things work out. Let's use this waiting time the same way we did before to strengthen everything we've learned so far, because right now your brain has absorbed a lot of new material, and repetition is exactly what turns new information into automatic speech. Let's do a full speed review shadow round. All 9 phrases from today's lesson, one after another, faster this time, the way a confident speaker would say them. Hold the line. Reschedule. Could you repeat that, please? Available slot. Confirm the appointment. Are you still there? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. On file. Leave a voicemail. Say them again with me, one more time, even faster, even more naturally. Hold the line. Reschedule. Could you repeat that, please? Available slot. Confirm the appointment. Are you still there? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. On file. Leave a voicemail. 40 minutes passed. Rosa made lunch, checked on some emails, and tried not to look at her phone too often. Then, right when she was starting to feel a little discouraged, her phone rang. She looked down and it was the clinic's number calling back. She answered, and a warm voice said, "Hi, is this Rosa? I'm calling you back about your voicemail regarding your son's insurance information." Rosa smiled. Just a small smile, because this moment, this exact moment, was the direct result of everything she had done correctly. Holding the line, asking for repetition, confirming the appointment, and finally, leaving a clear voicemail message. The representative continued. Good news! Your son's policy is active, and everything is updated on our end now. Your appointment for Thursday at 2 p.m. is fully confirmed, and I've also sent the refill authorization to your pharmacy, so the medicine should be ready for pickup by tomorrow morning. Rosa felt her whole body relax, a feeling like putting down something heavy she had been carrying all day. She said, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help." And the representative said, "Of course, have a great day." And the call ended. This is the moment we have been building toward this entire lesson, the moment when preparation meets real life. And everything simply works because the words were already there, ready, waiting in Rosa's mouth, exactly when she needed them. And I want you to notice something important here. Rosa did not need perfect grammar. She did not need a huge vocabulary. She needed exactly 9 clear, practical phrases used at exactly the right moments, with calm confidence. That is the entire secret of American survival English. Not perfection, but precision. And today, you now own that same precision. Now that Rosa's story has reached its happy ending, let's shift gears a little, because understanding one story is good, but true fluency comes from flexibility, from being able to take these same patterns and apply them instantly to dozens of different situations, not just Rosa's exact words. So now we are moving into a fast, high-energy pattern drill, the kind of practice that builds real muscle memory in your mouth, so that no matter what phone call life brings you, your brain already has a ready-made sentence shape waiting. We are going to use 4 simple sentence patterns. Patterns you can use again and again in almost any phone call, in almost any appointment situation, simply by changing a few words at the end. Let's begin with our first pattern. Can I? This pattern is perfect for asking politely if something is possible. Listen to the base pattern. Can I speak to? Repeat after me. Can I speak to? Now listen to several real variations, one after another, and shadow each one immediately after you hear it. Can I speak to the doctor, please? Shadow it. Can I speak to the doctor, please? Can I speak to someone in billing? Shadow it. Can I speak to someone in billing? Can I speak to a manager, please? Shadow it. Can I speak to a manager, please? Can I get an earlier appointment? Shadow it. Can I get an earlier appointment? Can I call back later today? Shadow it. Can I call back later today? Now, our second pattern, I need. This pattern is direct, clear, and extremely useful when you must explain exactly what you require, without any confusion. Listen to the base pattern. I need to. Repeat after me. I need to. Now let's shadow several variations quickly. I need to reschedule my appointment. Shadow it. I need to reschedule my appointment. I need to update my information. Shadow it. I need to update my information. I need to confirm a time. Shadow it. I need to confirm a time. I need to leave a voicemail. Shadow it. I need to leave a voicemail. I need a refill on my prescription. Shadow it. I need a refill on my prescription. Now, our third pattern. Where is? This pattern is essential when you are trying to find a location, an office, or a department, especially useful once your appointment is confirmed and you actually need to go there in person. Listen to the base pattern. Where is? Repeat after me. Where is? Now, let's shadow several examples. Where is the clinic located? Shadow it. Where is the clinic located? Where is the nearest parking lot? Shadow it. Where is the nearest parking lot? Where is the billing department? Shadow it. Where is the billing department? Where is the pharmacy pickup window? Shadow it. Where is the pharmacy pickup window? And now, our fourth and final pattern for today. How much does? This pattern helps you ask about cost, something extremely important in America, especially around healthcare, appointments, and services. Listen to the base pattern. How much does cost? Repeat after me. How much does cost? Now, let's shadow several real examples. How much does the appointment cost? Shadow it. How much does the appointment cost? How much does the copay cost? Shadow it. How much does the copay cost? How much does the refill cost without insurance? Shadow it. How much does the refill cost without insurance? How much does a rescheduling fee cost, if any? Shadow it. How much does a rescheduling fee cost, if any? Notice something powerful about what you just did. In just a few minutes, using only 4 simple sentence patterns, you practiced saying nearly 20 different, complete, natural American sentences, all directly usable in real. Phone calls about appointments, billing, prescriptions, and locations. This is exactly how real fluency is built, not by memorizing 1,000 separate sentences, but by mastering a small number of strong, flexible patterns and then simply changing the ending to fit whatever situation life you brings you. Let's do one more full round, faster this time, mixing all 4 patterns together randomly, the way real conversations actually jump around unpredictably. without warning. Listen and shadow immediately, one after another, no long pauses. Can I speak to the doctor, please? I need to confirm a time. Where is the clinic located? How much does the copay cost? Can I get an earlier appointment? I need a refill on my prescription. Where is the pharmacy pickup window? How much does the appointment cost? Can I call back later today? I need to leave a voicemail. Feel how your mouth is starting to move faster, more naturally, with less hesitation between each sentence. This is real progress happening inside you right now, in real time, as you listen. This exact skill, quick pattern switching, is precisely what separates someone who knows English from someone who can actually use English confidently, live on a real, unpredictable phone call. Before we move further, I want to pause and speak to you directly, for a moment, the way I would speak to a close friend. If you have been shadowing out loud this whole time, even quietly, even just moving your lips, I want you to know something. What you are doing right now is exactly what changes people's lives here in America. Not silent studying, not just watching videos passively. Real, spoken, out loud practice, even alone, even in your room, even a little embarrassed at first. This is the exact bridge between understanding English and speaking English, and you are walking across that bridge right now, one sentence at a time. Let's add one more real-life layer to today's lesson, because phone calls in America do not always go in a perfectly straight line, the way Rosa's call eventually did. Sometimes you dial a number and you reach the wrong department completely, or the call gets transferred to someone who cannot help you at all. This happens to native speakers too, all the time, so let's prepare you for this small but common bump in the road. Listen to this phrase. I think I have the wrong department. Repeat after me. I think I have the wrong department. One more time, calmly. I think I have the wrong department. This is a simple, polite way to say, this is not the right place for my question, without sounding upset or confused. Example 1. I'm sorry, I think I have the wrong department. Can you transfer me? Example 2. Actually, I think I have the wrong department. Is this billing? Now, your turn. Say this sentence with me. I think I have the wrong department. One more time, relaxed and clear. I think I have the wrong department. And here is the natural follow-up phrase you will often hear back. Listen, let me transfer you to the right person. Repeat after me. Let me transfer you to the right person. One more time. Let me transfer you to the right person. This simply means someone is moving your call to a different department or person who can actually help you. It is not bad news. It is simply part of a normal phone system in America, especially at larger clinics, hospitals, insurance companies, and government offices. Now, respond to this phrase with a natural, polite reply. Say this with me. Okay, thank you, I'll hold. One more time. Okay, thank you, I'll hold. Notice how calm and short this response is. And that calmness is exactly the tone we want you to carry into your own real phone calls. Now, let's add one more modern, extremely common piece of American phone culture: text message confirmations. In today's America, after almost any phone appointment, you will very often receive a text message afterward, confirming the date, time, and location, and sometimes asking you to reply yes or confirm to lock in your spot. This small habit is incredibly useful for English learners because it gives you a second, calmer chance in writing to make sure everything you heard on the phone was correct. Listen to this phrase. I'll send you a text to confirm. Repeat after me. I'll send you a text to confirm. One more time. I'll send you a text to confirm. This is something a representative might say to you near the end of a call. And here is a useful phrase for you to say if they do not offer this automatically. Listen. Could you text me a confirmation, please? Repeat after me. Could you text me a confirmation, please? One more time, politely. Could you text me a confirmation, please? Now, your turn. Put it all together. Say this full sentence with me. Could you text me a confirmation of the appointment, please? One more time, slowly and clearly. Could you text me a confirmation of the appointment, please? This single habit, asking for a text confirmation, can prevent so many misunderstandings in your daily life here. And it is something even confident English speakers use often, simply because phone calls move fast and text messages give you time to read calmly at your own pace. Let's imagine, for just a moment, that this exact thing happened to Rosa, too, after her call ended. A few minutes after she hung up the phone, her phone buzzed gently. She looked down, and there was a text message. This is Sunrise Family Clinic. Your appointment for Diego Martinez is confirmed for Thursday at 2 p.m. Reply, yes, to confirm. Rosa smiled, and she typed one simple word back. Yes. And just like that, everything was locked in, safe, calm, complete. No more uncertainty, no more waiting, no more worry about Diego's medicine. I want you to notice how different this ending feels compared to the anxious feeling at the very beginning of our lesson today. That tight, nervous feeling of, can you hold the line for a moment, please? Look how far we have traveled together in just this one video. You started this lesson not knowing if you could survive a real unpredictable American phone call. And right now, at this exact moment, you already have 9 full natural phrases living inside your own mouth, 4 flexible sentence patterns, ready to use in almost any situation, a complete voicemail, message structure, memorized and practiced, and a calm, confident way to handle wrong transfers and confirmation texts. This is not small. This is real, usable, life-changing English. Let's do one more full-speed shadow round, combining everything from today, moving quickly the way a truly confident speaker naturally would. Listen closely and shadow immediately, one line right after another, No long pauses between them now. Hold the line. Reschedule. Could you repeat that, please? Available slot. Confirm the appointment. Are you still there? I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. On file. Leave a voicemail. I think I have the wrong department. Let me transfer you to the right person. Could you text me a confirmation, please? One more time, even faster, even more naturally, the way you would say these phrases if you truly, deeply knew them already. Hold the line. Reschedule. Could you repeat that, please? Available slot. Confirm the appointment. Are you still there? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. On file. Leave a voicemail. I think I have the wrong department. Let me transfer you to the right person. Could you text me a confirmation, please? Notice something happening inside you right now. These phrases are no longer strange, foreign shapes in your mouth. They are becoming familiar, almost automatic, the same way a song becomes easy to sing after you hear it enough times. This is exactly what real fluency feels like while it is being built, not a sudden, magical moment, but this quiet, steady feeling of, I know this now, growing stronger with every single repetition. Let's take everything we practiced today and connect it to one final important truth about learning English for real life in America. Fluency is not about knowing every single word in the dictionary. Fluency is about having the right words, ready, calm, and clear, exactly when a real moment needs them. Whether that moment is a hospital appointment, a landlord's phone call, a school registration, or even something as simple as calling a restaurant. To make a reservation for your family, every single time you practice a real situation like Rosa's out loud with your own voice, you are training your brain and your mouth to work together as one system, instantly, without that painful pause of translation. In the middle. Before we move into our final segment for today, let's do one last very practical exercise together. Something you can genuinely use the very next time you need to make an important phone call in English, no matter what the topic is. I want you to imagine, right now, one real phone call you might need to make soon. Maybe to your child's school, maybe to a landlord, maybe to a bank, maybe to your own doctor's office. Picture the number in your mind. Picture yourself picking up your phone. Now, quietly, in your own voice, practice saying just the opening line of that call using the pattern we learned earlier today. Say it now, filling in your own real situation. Hi, I'm calling about. And then finish the sentence with your own real reason. Take your time. There is no rush here, just your own voice, describing your own real need calmly and clearly. This small exercise matters more than it might seem, because the very first sentence of any phone call is often the hardest one, the one where fear tries to freeze your voice before you even begin. But now, you already have a ready-made opening, a safe, natural first step, one that instantly tells the other person exactly what you need, so the rest of the conversation can simply flow from there, phrase by phrase. exactly the way we practiced with Rosa today. I also want you to remember something important about mistakes. If, on a real call one day, you say a sentence a little wrong, or you mix up a word, this is completely normal, and it does not mean you have failed. Even Rosa, in our story today, paused, asked for repetition, and needed a little extra time here and there. What made her successful was not perfect grammar. It was her willingness to keep speaking, calmly, one small sentence at a time, until the call was complete. This same quiet persistence is available to you too, starting today, starting with everything you have already practiced in this lesson. Let's shadow that opening line one final time together, slowly, warmly, the way you would truly say it in real life. Hi, I'm calling about... Say it again with me. Hi, I'm calling about... And one more time, with real confidence in your voice, as if the phone is already ringing on the other end. Hi, I'm calling about... You are ready for that call now, whenever it comes, because your mouth has already practiced this exact moment many times. Today, together with me, take a breath now and let that quiet confidence settle in. Because we still have more of this lesson ahead of us together. Now I have the complete text. Let's use these last few minutes together to make sure everything we practice today truly settles deep into your memory. Not just for today, but for the real phone call that is waiting for you somewhere in your future, next week, next month, maybe even tomorrow. I want to give you one more real-life scenario, a slightly different one from Rosa's story, so you can see how flexible these same phrases truly are, no matter what the topic of the call happens to be. Imagine this time it is not a doctor's appointment at all. Imagine you are calling to schedule a repair technician because your kitchen sink is leaking and you need someone to come fix it before it gets worse. Let's walk through this short call together using the exact same tools you already have in your mouth right now. The phone rings on the other side, and a voice answers. Thank you for calling Quick Fix Plumbing. Please hold the line. You already know this phrase. Say it with me, calmly, the way you would answer inside your own mind. Yes, I can hold the line. A moment later, someone picks up. Hi, this is Mike. How can I help you today? And you already know exactly how to begin. Say this with me. Hi, I'm calling about a leak in my kitchen sink. One more time, clearly. Hi, I'm calling about a leak in my kitchen sink. Mike might ask you a fast question. Something like, okay, is it an emergency or can it wait until tomorrow? And if you did not catch all of that, you already know exactly what to say. Say it with me. I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please? And once he repeats it slower, you can answer clearly, using the same pattern we practiced earlier. I need someone to come as soon as possible. Notice something here, the exact same pattern. I need that you used for a doctor's appointment works perfectly here too. For a plumbing emergency, without changing anything except the ending of the sentence, Mike might say, Let me check our available slots for today. You already know this phrase deeply now, available slot. And when he offers you a time, you already know exactly how to lock it in. Yes, I would like to confirm the appointment for this afternoon. And if, for any reason, the call gets transferred or you reach a scheduling department instead of Mike directly, you already have the calm, polite phrase ready. I think I have the wrong department, followed by a simple, relaxed, okay, thank you, I'll hold. Do you see what just happened? An entirely different situation. Kitchen plumbing instead of a child's asthma medicine. And yet, every single tool from today's lesson fit perfectly. Because these are not phrases for one single story. They are phrases for real American phone culture itself. No matter what the topic happens to be, no matter what department answers your call, let's practice one more quick round. Mixing Rosa's medical situation and this new plumbing situation together, randomly, the way real life often mixes different needs into the same busy day. Listen and shadow immediately. I'm calling about a leak in my kitchen sink. Shadow it. I'm calling about a leak in my kitchen sink. I'm calling about my son's appointment. Shadow it. I'm calling about my son's appointment. Could you repeat that, please? Shadow it. Could you repeat that, please? I need someone to come as soon as possible. Shadow it. I need someone to come as soon as possible. Yes, I would like to confirm the appointment. Shadow it. Yes, I would like to confirm the appointment. Feel how naturally your mouth is switching between two completely different real-life situations now, using the exact same underlying tools. This is the true power of what we built together today. You are not memorizing one single script for one single story. You are building a flexible, living system inside your own voice, one that can bend and adjust to whatever real situation your day brings you. Let's try one more real-life version of this same skill. Because the more different situations you practice today, the more naturally your brain will handle whatever unexpected call life actually gives you tomorrow. This time, imagine you are calling your child's school because your daughter woke up with a fever this morning and you need to let the school know she will not be coming in today, and you also want to ask about any homework she might miss. The phone rings and a friendly voice answers. Thank you for calling Lincoln Elementary School. Please hold the line. Again, this exact phrase, one you now know deeply. Say it with me. Yes, I can hold the line. A moment later, someone picks up. Hi, this is the front office. How can I help you? And again, your ready-made opening line comes naturally now. Say this with me. Hi, I'm calling about my daughter's absence today. One more time, clearly and calmly. Hi, I'm calling about my daughter's absence today. The school representative might ask, okay, what is your daughter's name and grade, please? And then quickly follow with another question about the reason for the absence. If two questions come at once, fast back to back, exactly like Jennifer's questions to Rosa earlier, you already know exactly what to do. Say it with me. Could you repeat that, please? And once she repeats it, slower this time, you answer clearly. She has a fever, so she'll be staying home today. Notice how naturally this sentence flows now, using the same calm, direct structure we have been building this entire lesson. The representative might then say, "Okay, I've marked her absent for today. Would you like me to send home any missed homework with a classmate, or would you prefer to check the online portal?" This is a new piece of vocabulary, so let's take a moment to make it yours. Listen, missed homework. Repeat after me. Missed homework. One more time, missed homework. This phrase simply means schoolwork that a student was not present to receive or complete because they were absent. Example 1. Can you send home her missed homework? Example 2. I'll check the online portal for missed homework. Now, your turn. Say this sentence with me. Could you send home her missed homework, please? One more time, politely and clearly. Could you send home her missed homework, please? If, at any point, the front office needs to transfer you to the school nurse instead, because they want to ask a few more questions about your daughter's fever, you already have exactly the right calm response ready in your mouth. Say it with me. Okay, thank you, I'll hold. And when the nurse picks up and introduces herself, you already know how to begin again. Simply, clearly. Hi, I'm calling about my daughter's fever today. Same pattern. Same calm structure. A completely different department, a completely different day, and yet your English already knows exactly what to do. Before the call ends, the school representative might offer to text you a confirmation that the absence has been recorded, and you already know precisely how to respond to make sure everything is clear and complete. Say this with me. Could you text me a confirmation, please? One more time, naturally. Could you text me a confirmation, please? Let's shadow this entire short school phone call together now, from beginning to end, one line at a time, calmly. Thank you for calling Lincoln Elementary School. Please hold the line. Yes, I can hold the line. Hi, this is the front office. How can I help you? Hi, I'm calling about my daughter's absence today. Could you repeat that, please? She has a fever, so she'll be staying home today. Could you send home her missed homework, please? Could you text me a confirmation, please? Notice something remarkable here. This is now the third, completely different real-life situation. A doctor's office, a plumbing repair, and a school absence, and every single time the exact same small set of phrases carried you smoothly through the entire call. This is not a coincidence. This is exactly how the English language actually works in real American daily life. A small number of strong, flexible, polite phrases used calmly and confidently will carry you through almost any phone call you will ever need to make here, no matter the topic, no matter the department, no matter how nervous you might feel before you dial. Do one final, fast-moving shadow round, mixing all three situations together completely randomly now. The way real, unpredictable days in real life actually feel, jumping from one need to another without warning. Listen and shadow immediately, right after each line. Hi, I'm calling about a leak in my kitchen sink. Hi, I'm calling about my son's appointment. Hi, I'm calling about my daughter's absence today. Could you repeat that, please? I need someone to come as soon as possible. She has a fever, so she'll be staying home today. Yes, I would like to confirm the appointment. Could you send home her missed homework, please? Could you text me a confirmation, please? Feel that flexibility building inside you, that quiet sense that no matter which of these three calls life actually brings you this week, your mouth is already prepared. This is real, transferable fluency. Exactly the kind of English that changes how confident and capable you feel every single day you live here in America. Let's slow down now, just for a moment, and take one more calm, grounding breath together. I want you to notice how your body feels right now compared to how it felt at the very beginning of this video when I first asked you to imagine your phone ringing with a fast, confusing sentence on the other end. Notice if there is a little more calm in your chest now, a little more readiness in your mouth, a little more quiet confidence sitting inside you. That shift, even if it feels small right now, is real. And it is exactly what consistent, spoken practice builds over time. One video, one phrase, one shadowed sentence at a time. Before we bring today's lesson to a close, let's do one final, complete review together, slower this time, warmer this time, really letting each phrase sink in deeply. One more time, as a gift to your own future confidence, listen and shadow with me, slowly, calmly. Hold the line. Hold the line. Reschedule. Reschedule. Could you repeat that, please? Could you repeat that, please? Available slot. Available slot. Confirm the appointment. Confirm the appointment. Are you still there? Are you still there? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. On file. On file. Leave a voicemail. Leave a voicemail. I think I have the wrong department. I think I have the wrong department. Let me transfer you to the right person. Let me transfer you to the right person. Could you text me a confirmation, please? Could you text me a confirmation, please? And now our 4 flexible sentence patterns. One final time, slowly, warmly. Can I speak to the doctor, please? Can I speak to the doctor, please? I need to reschedule my appointment. I need to reschedule my appointment. Where is the clinic located? Where is the clinic located? How much does the copay cost? How much does the copay cost? 12 real phrases, 4 flexible patterns, 1 complete voicemail message structure. All of it now living inside your own mouth, ready, waiting, calm. For whenever your own real phone call comes, whether it is a doctor's office, a landlord, a plumber, a school, or anywhere else, life in America takes you. Let's talk for a moment about why phone calls specifically feel so much harder than face-to-face conversations for so many English learners, because understanding why something feels hard often makes it feel less scary. When you talk to someone in person, your brain is quietly using dozens of extra clues without you even realizing it. Their facial expression, the movement of their lips, their hand gestures, the general context of the room around you. On the phone, all of that disappears instantly, and your brain is left with only sound, moving quickly, with no visual support at all. This is exactly why a person can read fluently, understand movies with subtitles, even hold a slow face-to-face conversation, and still feel real panic. The moment a phone rings, it is not a sign of weak English. It is simply a completely different, harder listening skill, one that specifically needs its own separate practice. Exactly the kind of practice we did together today. This is also exactly why simply knowing vocabulary is never enough on its own. Rosa, in our story today, did not need a bigger vocabulary than she already had. She needed exact, ready-made phone phrases, practiced enough times that her mouth could produce them automatically without her brain needing to search, translate, or hesitate in the middle of a fast-moving, real conversation. This is the real difference between studying English and truly owning English. And today, phrase by phrase, situation by situation, you have been building exactly that kind of ownership. I also want to gently remind you of something many learners forget in the middle of a stressful phone call. Breezy tube. You are always allowed to slow the conversation down. You are allowed to say, "Could you repeat that, please?" You are allowed to say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that." You are allowed to take one small breath before you answer a question. None of these things make you sound less fluent. In fact, they make you sound exactly like a calm, capable person handling a normal, everyday situation, which is precisely what you are. The goal was never to sound like you have no accent or to speak without ever pausing. The goal, the real goal, the only goal that actually matters in real life, is to be understood clearly and to understand clearly in return, Mac, so that your real needs, your child's health, your home, your appointments are handled successfully. Think back for a moment to how this video began, that opening image of your phone ringing, that fast sentence. Can you hold the line for a moment, please? And that small, honest fear many of us feel in that exact moment. I want you to notice that this same sentence, right now, at this point in the lesson, probably feels completely different to you. It probably feels familiar now, almost simple, almost automatic. That shift, that quiet transformation from fear to familiarity happened because of exactly what you did today. Real listening, real shadowing, real speaking, again and again, applied to real, high-stakes, believable situations, not abstract grammar exercises disconnected from your actual life. I want to say something important to you now, directly, Honestly, the way I would speak to a friend sitting across from me. Learning to speak English is not really about becoming perfect. It is about becoming capable of picking up the phone without fear, capable of asking for help clearly, capable of taking care of your family, your health, your home, and your life here, using your own real voice in your own real English. Today, you took a real step toward that capability, not a small step, but a meaningful one, built on real practice, real repetition, and real courage to speak out loud again and again, even when it felt a little difficult at times. I am proud of the work you did today. Whether you spoke out loud with full confidence every single time, or whether you only whispered some of the sentences quietly, or even just moved your lips silently while you listened. All of it counts. All of it is real practice, and all of it is building something lasting inside you. Progress in a new language, especially spoken progress, rarely announces itself loudly, and it rarely feels dramatic while it is actually happening. It arrives quietly and gradually in exactly the way it arrived for you today, one shadowed sentence at a time, one repeated phrase at a time, one imagined phone call at a time, until slowly, steadily, quietly, without a single dramatic moment, you simply become someone who can pick up the phone in America and handle whatever comes, calmly and capably. And capably. I also want you to remember that today was not only about English. It was about Rosa's real reason for making that phone call in the first place. Her son, his health, his medicine, his well-being. Every phrase you practice today exists to serve exactly that kind of real, human purpose, taking care of the people you love, handling your own life with confidence, and reducing the quiet everyday stress that comes from feeling unprepared for ordinary moments. That is what practical English for life in America truly means. Not perfect grammar for its own sake, but real capability for the people and the moments that matter most to you. Your children, your home, your health, and your own quiet peace of mind whenever the phone happens to ring. Let's do one truly final shadow moment together. Not a drill this time, just a simple, calm affirmation. The kind of sentence you can quietly say to yourself before any phone call in the future, whenever you feel that small flicker of nervousness returning. Listen, I know the words I need. I can ask for help if I don't understand. I am ready for this call. Now, shadow it with me, slowly, gently. I know the words I need. I can ask for help if I don't understand. I am ready for this call. One more time, with real belief in your own voice. I know the words I need. I can ask for help if I don't understand. I am ready for this call. Carry that sentence with you, not just today, but the next time your phone actually rings for something real, something that matters to you or to your family. Let it be the quiet voice underneath your own voice, reminding you that you have already done the hard work of preparing. Right here, in this lesson, and that preparation does not disappear the moment the video ends. It stays with you, in your mouth, in your memory, ready exactly when you need it. Next time here on EFL USA, we will move into a brand new sub-niche together, and we will step into a different kind of real high-pressure American situation, one where the right words at the right moment can make just as much of a difference as they did for Rosa today. Until then, I want you to try something small before our next lesson. The next time your phone rings, even for something simple, even for something that has nothing to do with today's lesson, notice how your body feels and gently remind yourself of one phrase from today, just one, and let that phrase be your quiet anchor. Before we truly close today's lesson, let me leave you with one small piece of encouragement to carry into the rest of your week. Your week. Fluency for real life in America is not built in a single video, and it is not built in a single phone call either. It is built the same way. Rosa built her calm confidence today. One small, real, successfully handled moment after another, stacking quietly on top of each other. Until one day, without you even fully noticing the exact moment it happened, phone calls simply stop feeling frightening and start feeling like just another normal part of your day. You are already on that path, and today's practice was a real, meaningful step along it. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If this lesson helped you, please subscribe to EFL USA. Tap the bell icon so you never miss a new lesson. And share this video with anyone in your life who is also learning to speak confidently for their real life in America. A neighbor, a coworker, a family member, or a friend from your community who might be facing the exact same quiet fear about phone calls that we worked through together today. Sharing a lesson like this, one costs you nothing, but it might give someone else the exact same small, steady confidence you are carrying with you right now, and it might be exactly the encouragement they need before their own next difficult phone call. The same encouragement this lesson tried to offer you today. Remember, real fluency grows slowly, gently, and steadily. One phone call, one voicemail, one confirmed appointment at a time. And you are already further along that road today than you were when this video began. Take care of yourself, keep practicing, and I will see you in our next lesson. Until then, be gentle with yourself on the days that feel harder. Be proud of yourself on the days you speak even one sentence out loud, and trust that every single moment of practice, even the small, quiet ones, is quietly building the confident, capable English speaker you are already becoming. One real phone call at a time.